Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning how to model this ring. I'm going to be taking you step by step. It's a beginner friendly tutorial. I'm not going to be using anything too complicated. So if you do your best to follow along, you would be able to model this at the end of today. So I'll show you how to get this gem, model this up part, and then the entire cycle part. In fact, this tutorial is just aimed at beginners and to help you even if you have no knowledge of Blender before, you can do this. So if this is what you want to learn, keep watching. So with the new scene opened up in Blender, go to your front photographic view and go Shift A, go to your mesh option, and under the mesh option go down to where you have diamonds and then select gem. So with this gem now, what you want to do is go Shift A, go to your mesh option and add in a UV sphere. Tap into edit mode and in your wireframe, go S to scale it down and go GX and move it on the X axis, scale it down a little bit more, GX, and just put it there. So what you want to do is go Shift A and add in a cube. Still in edit mode, scale it down and then GX and GZ and G, just move it around and rotate it like that, then G, move it like that, and R to rotate it a little bit if necessary. Then what you want to do now is select these two bottom vertices, this one, and holding shift select this other one. Then you can see from the bottom that you've selected the four vertices. But because we're in right orthographic view, you won't see it four. You'd only see two from here. So you go E to extrude, G to move it like that, out S to scale it, and uh, what you want to do is Control Z to undo that. Just scale it first, then G to move it, then R to rotate it, then G Z to move it like that, R to rotate it, G, E to extrude it rather like that, then R to rotate it, and go back to your solid mode and let's see what we have. So we should have this. So in your wireframe mode, just select this top part of the UV sphere, enable your proportional editing tool, and then press G and roll the little mouse button to control the fall off, and then GZ like that. We just want it sitting nicely. That's just what we're doing. We're rounding things up nicely. So what you want to do at this point is select that vert and G, move it in. Okay, I think we should turn off our proportional editing tool. Okay, so go G and move it in like that. And then select this one and go G and move it like that. Then move this one in like that. We're just tucking things in. We're tucking it in so it looks nice like that. And G like that as well. Uh, G, move it like that. G, move it like that. G, move it like that as well. Okay, that is looking nice. So let's go back to solid mode. We should have this. Okay, we want to move this vert in a little bit more like that. Then I think that should be fine. We can edit it later anyway. So let's just go Shift A, go to empty and add in a cube. we're going to use this cube to array this part. So go to select the spike, go to your modifiers and add an array modifier, set the factor to 0, and then enable object offset. Click on this little eyedropper and click on the eyedropper and select the empty. Then go to your top photographic view, I think. Yeah, go to your top photographic view and go Shift D to duplicate and R to rotate it 90 degrees, and then you should have this. Then you go Shift R twice to repeat that action, and then you should have this. Okay, so this is what we have in your front photographic view. Wanna go H, select everything, and then go GZ and move it way up. Now we want to make the cycle part of the ring. So what we wanna do, this cycle part, okay, let's go Shift A and add in a circle. Tap into edit mode and go RX90 and then tap enter and scale it up like that. E to extrude, that's the scale. And you go shift alt, click on the middle vert and go G Z like that. Then you go A to select everything in your right view and go E to extrude to give it some thickness. Like about this should be fine. Then A select everything and then G Y and then move it on the Y axis and make sure it's sitting in the center like on the blue line like that. So go back to your front photographic view, go to your face select option and select these two top faces and X to delete faces. In fact, you want to do that in wireframe anyway, so select the two and X and then delete faces. So what we want to do at this point is okay, our ring is coming together nicely. This is what we expect to have at this point, so this is good. This is good. What we want to do at this point is go to your edge select option and go Control R to add in a loop in the center. Then go E to extrude, right click to let go, and then go Alt S and scale it in on the normals like that. I don't know why it's not working, but I don't know, scale it. Let's do it in vertex option. It's not working either, so I would figure it out. Let's do the same thing at the back. Control R and then a loop cut here, and go Alt S. Let's see if this works. Okay, this works. Okay, this one is working. I'll figure out the middle one later. Then what we want to do now is here to select everything and go to your modifier and give this a subdivision surface modifier and bump up the levels to 2 and you want to go ahead and give this. Okay, you don't want to do anything else, just go to your wireframe, select half of it and X to delete X to delete vertices. Then you want to select everything and go and enable your mirror modifier so you can mirror this to the other side. So any correction you make at this right side of the x-axis will automatically symmetrize or mirror on the left side of the x-axis. So that's just the aim. That's the reason why we're using a mirror modifier. Then what we want to do next is go to your solid mode and we want to make this other part for the top. But before we do that, let's make this ring a little bit thicker at the bottom side. So with our vertex select option in wireframe, select this bottom part and go SY and roll your little mouse to give it a full off to control the thickness. And something like this should be fine. You want the ring to be thick at the bottom and then slimmer at the top. So if you go back to your object mode, you should have this. This is just what we wanted to do. So what we want to do now in your front photographic view is go uh, Shift A and add in a cylinder. I think we're going to stop the tutorial here because of time. Would just make sure to watch the next video where I would complete the tutorial and explain to you how you can do the other part, the shading and the lighting and every other thing and the materials you need for the ring. Thank you for making it this far. I really appreciate all of the likes and the subscriptions and everything. It's really helping the channel grow. What you can do now is to like the video, subscribe, and check out some of my other contents. I am available for tutorial classes. If you would like to learn anything in 3D, you can just let me know in the comment section, or if you want my number, you can just, I'll just leave my number with you when you comment on this. Just leave a comment that you need my number or something, and then I'll just send my number to you. So, thank you very much.